Greetings from James Wright Cars, and today's video is of this very interesting Citroen C4 Grand Picasso Exclusive bluemotion. It's a manual car. It's done 35,000 miles from you. It's like a spaceship. The equipment level on it is enormous. It's got £1,400 worth of factory fitted options on, and it is so technologically advanced and so interesting to drive. I thoroughly recommend it. Panoramic glass roof, privacy glass, and one of the extras listed is this motorised rear tailgate and the LED rear lights there. Of course, that's another extra. Now, looking inside the boot here, it has this great big phallic tow hook, which is detachable. It's a very expensive one. It's a Witter one, but that you can tow whatever you like without your caravan or whatever. And looking, of course, it is a 7-seater. And here's an interesting little novelty thing. Here's a torch that comes with the car, but of course when you pop it back in there, it becomes the boot light. Another clever touch from Citroen. Closing the tailgate is a swift press of the button and down it goes. It has this boot spoiler over the glass window there, and looking down the sides it has the privacy glass as well. These 18-inch Python alloy wheels are an extra. They're all uncurbed and unmarked, and in this condition none of them have got any damage on. Now, the front two tyres we've replaced. The rear ones are in very good condition. Opening up, you can see we have blinds that are integral within the back doors, which is a clever touch. Isofix rear seats, and look in here, you've got these fold-down picnic trays with straps to hold whatever you want to. It has a map reading light there for the rear passengers, and also somewhere to hang an iPad to entertain your children, whoever is riding in the back. Looking into the floor sections there, you can see it's got these protective overmats in here, and looking forward and through, it's got one of these amazing windscreens that stretches right back up into the roof, and there's the beginning of that panoramic glass roof. Locking the doors is very simple on this particular car because as an extra it's had this keyless entry and keyless start fitted. So just pressing the button there on the door will lock it if you have the key in your pocket. Put your hand in the handle and it'll all open. Of course, the mirrors fold in and out accordingly as well. Electric rear and front windows, standard fodder there. But looking into the floor sections here, they're all extraordinarily clean. Thresholds aren't damaged or scuffed or battered with big heavy boots. And the edge of this driver's seat hasn't had a hard life. Now, we do also have massage seats here as well, which is a nice touch. But I do want to show you the front passenger seat, which has an electric footrest. A press of this button and the electric footrest will deploy, which is a very nice thing to have on a long journey. A twist of the knob in the roof will open the glass roof blind there, and we also have armrests for both front passengers. There's no doubt I'm going to miss a load of goodies and bits and bobs this car does have, because it's got so many bits that opens and shut. Anyway, one of the things it does do is you can reduce the amount of windscreen that you have by deploying either of these two sunshades. You also have a little mirror there, convex mirror, to keep an eye on the rear seat passengers. There's a photochromatic rear view mirror, and in there are the light sensors and cameras, forward-looking cameras for things like the auto lights, auto wipers. Looking at the big main screen here, if I shove the car into reverse, it has a camera, a very good and clear camera. It also has the ability to self-park. If I look at the steering wheel here and you press that button, and then you're invited to find a parking space that suits it. We've got cruise control, you've got controls here for the sound system, which is a really good sound system, and you can select, I'll just turn that down manually there, you put the key in there should you wish, but it is keyless entry and go. And if you press this one here, you've got the climate control. That one tells you all about the car, that one tells you all about your sound system, and that one takes you to your satellite navigation. Beyond that, underneath here, there is a little cubby hole, another one, and in there you've got various connections for USB and what have you. And although I haven't checked it, I'm pretty certain you can Bluetooth your music into the car. Look in the glove box there, there's one of those handbook packs, but I'll go through the service history, etc., with you. We have both keyless remote keys there, and beyond that we have a service history, first done at 12,000, then at 21,000, and now it's done 35,000 miles, and we have just serviced the car, so 35,219 miles currently, and we've also put 2 new tyres on the front. It has had 1 owner from new, and it was registered on the 1st of March 2016 as a Citroen C4 Grand Picasso Exclusive Plus HDI bluemotion. Now that's 105 grams per kilometre, so wait for it, the road tax on this car is £20 a year, which I'm sure will put a smile on your face. Now, beyond that, we have an HPI report showing the car's well HPI checked and clear, confirming the car is a one-owner vehicle. And in terms of additional bits and bobs the car's got over the standard vehicle, it's got the motorised rear tailgate, the keyless entry and start, the 18-inch Python alloy wheels, the 3D LED rear lights, and the reversing camera. And of course the car is in polar white, so the optional extras cost £1,425. It was on a private plate, and that private plate shows it's all to be HPI checked and clear as well. That's just a service invoice going back, and that is the instruction book for the detachable tow bar which is fitted. They're really expensive. That's a Witter one, like £500, £600, £700. That would have been very expensive. Anyway, let's go and see what it's like to drive on the road. This car's not all about its power and performance. It's not slow, don't get me wrong, but it has to suit the modern family in 2018, 2019. It really is so clever in terms of its level of equipment, and Citroen, as always, have produced a vehicle which has got, well, for example, there's even a little slot up here to put a credit card in, and all sorts of little nooks and crannies and little features that they've spent so much time developing and thinking about. And like, for example, in the boot, where you've got that boot light, but then again it becomes a torch. It's so clever, it's so thoughtful. It's spacious, it's roomy, it's 7 seats, it's low road tax, it's super economical, it's quite smart and quite handsome, and it's really nice to drive. Let's go and have a little look under the bonnet. And there's that 2-litre diesel unit mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox, and I think this car is a much nicer unit as a manual. Now, you can get me on this telephone number running across the bottom of the screen here. We can take a part exchange. We can also get you finance. We can also be found on Facebook at James Wright Cars, and also Instagram these days. Now, do come down and see it and drive it. It may or may not have the balance of the manufacturer's warranty till March 2019. Thank you very much for watching.